Chainsaw Man is a popular manga and anime series recently released this fall, made from the well-respected and psychotic man named Tatsuki Fujimoto. I've recently been watching a lot of anime this winter break. Chainsaw Man is one of those animes I was excited to watch, though that excitement dwindled down through every episode. Today I want to go through all the episodes and give my thoughts on a lot of the writing aspects. Chainsaw Man is about Denji, who's living in poverty, paying off the debt that his late father owed to the Yakuza. The world is filled with devils, which we don't know much about, other than they get hunted, get more powerful the more they are feared, and recover from blood. When Denji is grieving the death of his father at a graveyard, he stumbles upon Pochita, who appears to be the Chainsaw Devil. Pochita is injured and Denji offers his blood for it to heal, but only if they become partners. This partnership is them becoming devil hunters. They kill devils for the Yakuza, live together, and pay back Denji's late father's debt. Barely surviving, just having enough for a slice of bread. Denji even having to sell his own body parts. My guy is down bad. While Denji and Pochita are chilling, Denji tells Pochita about his dreams, like getting a girlfriend.
Oh, he just like me.
Later, Denji's boss in the Yakuza comes knocking on his door to let Denji know about a new job. Deceiving Denji, he brings him to an abandoned warehouse to kill him, because he is in cahoots with a zombie devil who wants to kill devil hunters. Denji is brutally, but comically killed and thrown in the garbage like the trash he is. Pochita then saves Denji's life by sacrificing their life, and all Pochita wants in return is to see Denji complete his dreams. Denji comes back alive and has gained the ability to turn into the Chainsaw Man, and now he can defeat the zombie devil. After, a character named Makima comes and takes Denji to an official devil hunting organization called Public Safety, where he's promised better living conditions, so he obliges. Alright, so here's some things I want to talk about. The Yakuza did this entire deal with the zombie devil so they can gain some of his demonic power, though all that happens is to become ugly zombies who are slow and are just servants of the zombie devil. They don't even seem to be conscious. Why would they do this? The boss Yakuza member says it was for more money, but how does becoming a slave to a zombie make you money? If anything, killing Denji makes you less. Now, you might say they didn't know this would happen to them, but how didn't they notice that they would become actual brain-dead zombies? Are you telling me they didn't ask what this demonic power entailed, or see the people that were already turned into zombies? The zombie devil says it hates devil hunters, so wouldn't the zombie devil hate the Yakuza more than anything, since they are the ones that employ the devil hunters? So why make this deal with the zombie? Or why would the zombie devil give what they hate power? Denji gets stabbed right through the chest by one of the zombies, yet still has the strength to run and knock over objects. When he finally does get caught and stabbed 100 times, he still has the strength to scream, "Chainsaw Man, be for real!" In the dumpster where his body is disposed of, his head is tilted in the perfect position, and a stream of blood perfectly trickles down for Pochita to swallow it. How lucky. When Pochita sacrifices their body for Denji, it doesn't hit me emotionally, because we barely get a single episode of them together. There is a flashback scene to show you how when humans die, devils can take over their corpses. Great, thank you for showing me this right before it actually happens. Everything is shown when it's needed, when I'd rather it be actually built up so it's justified. Imagine if Tony Stark gets sent the instructions on how to build the Infinity Stones by a random alien. Now, this isn't impossible, but holy shit, that would be convenient. That's kind of my problem with this scene. It takes away the stakes. How do I know the writers won't pull shit out of their ass to save characters at pivotal moments? Makima seemingly came to exterminate the zombie devil, which is also convenient for Denji and confusing. Since why did Makima go to exterminate a devil when later she's the one that sends out hunters to do this? She's one of the high-ranking supervisors of her division. Not much happens in episode 2, but we are introduced to two new characters. Aki, who's a stuck-up prick who also has a crush on Makima. Then Power, who is a fiend, which is when a devil takes over a human body. She is the blood devil. In the end of episode 2, Power kills the sea cucumber devil by leaping from a building and smashing it into pieces. In episode 3, Makima reprimanded Power for this because a civilian hunter had already engaged it, so she's guilty of obstructing their business. This is one instance on how the story opens so many unanswered questions. So does this mean that anyone can go to a devil and claim it as their own to hunt, and public safety can't do shit? What even is the process of claiming a devil that you can hunt? I know I'm going down the rabbit hole of this, but stuff like this affects the world building. It's also dumb to even send out Power to hunt devils if she doesn't know this. What's the point of even reprimanding her? Seems like public safety's fault. Power believes she's incapable of loving things, though after finding an uncared for skinny cat, she intends to fatten it up before eating it. Power slowly becomes attached to it, even naming it Meowie. One day, Meowie is captured by the bad devil, who makes a promise that if a human were brought to him, he would return Meowie. He needs to drink human blood to regain his strength, since he is badly injured. Hunters cut his entire arm off, forcing him to go into hiding in the countryside. Power deceives Denji that if he can save Meowie, she will let him fondle her breast. Power, under the assumption that Denji is fully human, leads him to the bad devil where she can offer him. Power knocks out Denji, and the bad devil drinks his blood. The bad devil finds Denji's blood to be nasty since he's not fully human anymore. When he regains his strength, he eats the metal cage that Meowie is in and Power. Well, I can't imagine that being tastier than Denji. So the bad devil plans to go into the city to eat actual humans. Same city where hunters chopped his arm off. So I don't understand why he's so giddy to go back immediately. As the bad devil leaves, Denji grabs onto him and transforms into Chainsaw Man. The show demonstrates Denji saving humans, though in a later scene he completely disregards one. I don't know what this show is telling me about Denji. What is his morals when it comes to saving human beings? In the process of fighting, multiple buildings are destroyed, but it's mentioned later that there are no casualties. Am I really supposed to believe all these buildings are completely empty? Do you see this rumble? These humans? Are you kidding me? Enraged while fighting Denji, the bad devil shapes his mouth into a cannon and blasts Denji into the building behind him. He then picks up a human to drink its blood to regenerate.
Why are you announcing it? Who are you talking to? Just eat him. Oh my god. Just eat him! Just eat him! Eat him! Eat him! Eat him! Now! Now! Eat him now! Eat him now! Eat him right now! Do it! Oh my god. Okay. Eat him now! Do it now! Eat him now! Oh my god. Eat him now! Eat him now! Look, then she's being eat him now. Brain rot, like...
Denji slices up the bad devil and Power and Meowie are still alive. That sure is lucky. For some reason, Power can't move, which isn't explained at all. Wait, maybe she got paralyzed while being eaten by the bad devil. Oh wait, Meowie can move just fine, so her not being able to move doesn't make any sense. Denji's dreams of touching boobs almost come true, though out of nowhere Denji's wrist is sliced in half and there's no explanation for it. Now I'm assuming it was the Leech Devil, but it just happens out of nowhere. So was this just shown so Denji would be too weak to defeat the Leech Devil? The Leech Devil is the bad devil's girlfriend, who cares for him affectionately. Now that's awesome how the Leech Devil seemingly appears out of nowhere and just happens to stumble upon our boyfriend after he is killed. What an insane coincidence. How did she get here and where was she this whole time? She's massive. Like, I'm not trying to body shame the Leech Devil, you know, you're just big. You're just like, you're objectively, you're big. So like, where did you come from?
Bro, Chainsaw, why is you insulting my intelligence? This big ass city, where did she?
Is the show trying to tell me that devils can sense their loved ones dying? I have no idea. A lot of scenes are super contrived. She's willing to spare Denji since she finds him cute, which of course is insanely lucky for Denji, though the Leech Devil still wants to kill Power and Meowie, so Denji decides to fight them. But he's injured, so he can't fully transform into Chainsaw Man. And I guess he didn't know that blood regenerates him, like devils, because all he has to do is go to one of the bad devil's organs that he's literally standing on and drink the blood. The Leech Devil gets the best of Denji and skewers him with her tongue, but of course at the last second Aki shows up and summons the Fox Devil over the Leech's head, decapitating her, which saves Denji. Nice! What a close one. Now, summoning the Fox Devil is an actual power, not whatever the zombie devil gave the Yakuza. Denji is taken into the hospital where he learns that there were no fatalities. Like I said, am I blind? They crashed in multiple buildings, there were people on the street, yet no one died. This reminds me of how in Avatar it is said that Aang has never killed anyone, but no, there's like multiple scenes of him definitely killing people. Chainsaw Man, are you insulting my intelligence? It's like, be for real. No nigga is surviving that shit. My nigga Denji did get to cop a field though, let's go! But now that I think about it, he's grabbing the boobs of a dead girl's corpse that was forcibly taken over by a devil. So that's, well then. During the hotel mission, we are introduced to new characters such as Kobeni, who is very timid. She's the biggest liability since she's easily frightened, and since devils grow stronger from fear, I can't understand why she was brought onto this mission. Then Arari, not that important to the story, and Himeno. She is a weirdo and is overly sexual to motivate Denji into killing the devil in the hotel. Himeno has a contract with the Ghost Devil. Something I wish they explored more in these early episodes is what the devils gain from contracts with public safety members. Himeno gave up her eye to use the powers of the Ghost Devil, but the show doesn't really tell you what the devils get out of having someone's eye. I'm even surprised that the devils go through with contracts. Why don't they just lie? It wasn't stated anything bad would happen if they break a contract. The word contract has a strong sway, but why? Who knows? Kobeni ends up being a liability. Her fear makes the devil they find in the hotel stronger. The devil they end up finding is the Eternity Devil, who traps the group on the 8th floor for eternity. The devil will let the group go if it can eat Denji, but Aki is strongly against this. They should have knocked Kobeni's ass out, but instead her fear gets the best of her, and she even attempts to stab Denji and give his life up. What is everyone doing? Why are they so incompetent? Every character is so dumb. Himeno restrains Aki with the Ghost Devil so he won't use his sword that shortens his life. Himeno has lost so many comrades in the past, and with Aki she seems to grow a special connection that she doesn't have with previous partners that would eventually die fighting devils. This is why she restrains Aki with the Ghost Devil and to kill Denji. But Aki is so strong, he breaks to the goddamn Ghost Devil. He blocks Kobeni's attempt to stab Denji and survives. Denji ends up defeating the Eternity Devil. Everyone goes out to eat for a party. Himeno is drunk and makes out with Denji, which is disturbing. Everyone just ends up watching and no one takes issue with it when it's clearly fucked, so all these characters got some messed up morals. Himeno even throws up in this nigga's mouth. Does this show want me to hate this character? After the outing, Himeno firstly takes Denji back to her house. She kidnaps him, which was super hard to follow because the last we see of Denji he's conscious and then the next he's not. Himeno puts Denji on her bed and places herself on top of Denji. Mind you, Denji is 16 years old and Himeno is assumed to be in her 20s. She then proceeds to ask Denji if he wants to do the deed. You can't defend Himeno. Her being drunk doesn't defend this. She was already weirdly sexual when she was sober. She's a speedo without the S. Himeno asked Denji if she took advantage of him and was relieved when he said no, mainly because she knows you get thrown in jail for doing that type of thing to minors. She doesn't seem to have any remorse and is just happy she won't be punished. This is further perpetuated since she knows Denji has a crush on Makima, but doesn't seem to care even though she knows the age gap is wrong. Denji has been shown to have really low intelligence and is easily manipulated. When everyone is eating, a man starts talking to Denji. He's a grandson of the Yakuza member Denji used to kill for. He wants to kill Denji after finding out the gun devil is after his heart, though he's also mad at Denji for killing his granddad, the granddad that stupidly turned himself into a mindless zombie. He talks about how his granddad was a nice person. and that's a little hard to believe. He then shoots Denji and Himeno. Aki calls upon the Vice Devil while in the restaurant. While everyone in that building is dead, the cooks, waiters, whatever, this stuff assassinate Aki's character. Aki wants to kill the Gun Devil since they killed his family, and is seemingly against killing humans. Though he instantly ends up destroying the building, even the rumble could kill someone outside. The man turns into something resembling Denji, but instead of chainsaws, it's katanas. Aki ends up seemingly defeating the Katana Man, but some girl comes out of nowhere and revives him. She didn't give him any blood, so I'm completely confused on how he just heals so fast. That is ridiculous. Seemingly nothing happens. Why is everything so hard to follow? Katana Man slashes through Aki, and an injured Himeno sacrifices her body to create a stronger Ghost Devil to save him. I'm assuming. The show didn't establish this previously, so I'm confused. I'm also confused why the Ghost Devil appears not to be invisible to the enemies, when it was previously shown to be invisible. Himeno feels since the blonde-haired girl summons a snake that eats the Ghost Devil. Her body disappears completely. Aki gets stabbed through the chest and still survives. These things are built different, I guess. The animation, though, is amazing. I truly do love how some of these fight scenes are shot. Not to mention how the background music builds up great tension and also complements the action. They actually switch from 2D to 3D very seemingly, especially between the fight with Katana Man and Denji. It's actually great, holy shit. After Aki loses, he wants to grow stronger and create a new devil contract. He goes to create a contract with the Future Devil. The dialogue between the Future Devil and Aki is abysmal. Aki's kinda just a moron. The Future Devil tells him his death is gonna be the worst, and when the Future Devil is about to tell how Aki will die, he says he doesn't care unless his mission is completed. But that's why you should care. What if your death impacts the mission? What if you die tomorrow? That's why you care. The writers just want Aki to die in a certain way, and it's completely stupid. Katana Man's granddad left a zombie armory for the Yakuza, so this shows that he knew what would happen. Also, since it was a contract, and it was stated before contracts hold weight in the devil world, the whole zombie thing doesn't make sense. Fiends are employed to help defeat the zombie army, and I find all the fiend designs to be badass and creative. The only question is, why do devils become fiends? When devils become fiends, they are weaker, so I hope they explain that later since fiends are interesting. When Aki fights the Ghost Devil, he defeats it by not having any fear towards it, and therefore the Ghost Devil won't be able to sense him because it doesn't have any eyes. Now before Aki kills it, it hands him a cigarette. And well, I thought the Ghost Devil couldn't see. So how could they hand the cigarette to Aki? How does public safety even capture devils and humans with contracts? It's never explained, so I'm just sitting there wondering why Saratari won't summon the Snake Devil when she's chilling in a prison cell. Although Aki and Denji kicking Katana Man in his balls is hilarious, I'm not really feeling it since it's for the revenge of a Speedo without the S. The scene is supposed to make you feel good, but it doesn't because it's like a tribute to this horrible person with nice music in the background. Denji, Aki, and Power hanging out at the end of the season is really nice though, and shows the development of their relationship. I want to see this more hopefully since I'm not fully convinced these guys are best friends. I'm scared that this is the only development we will see. Please show me more. There are aspects of Chainsaw Man that I really do enjoy, but when it comes down to the writing, there's a lot of confusing, incoherent, and contrived bullshit. The music was pretty good, the plot was too contrived. That was completely average. There's not much I can say to defend this writing, but Chainsaw Man has tons of cool ideas, amazing music, badass fight scenes that are well directed. Big shout out to my friend The Legend Sauce. He really helped in this video. Everyone subscribed to him. We went through all the episodes together, and I can't thank the man enough. So, is Chainsaw Man's writing questionable? Yes, but no. Not only is it questionable, it sucks. That opening scene do be going hard though.
I dream for a little bit.